Hey, what's going on, guys? Nick with adspend.com here. Alex asked us to film a quick video to kind of go over how we were able to get Bedros Keuilian to just under $1 million with the call funnel and HYROS together in just about 7 months. So let's jump right into it. I want to show you guys the offer in the funnel so you have an exact understanding of what we were running. So the MBK project is a 72-hour in-person boot camp for men who want to level up in business and life to become purpose-driven leaders. Now, they only did this every 3 months, and the class size was 15 people. So let's go over an example of the funnel real quick to show you how it worked. There was an ad to an opt-in page, application/checkout page, and then a call, and then a purchase. So what were the problems that we were facing? So we initially launched campaigns without HYROS, and we knew we were getting calls, but we had no idea if we were getting sales. So let me go back to this slide, and let's explain and go through an example of why that might happen. So when somebody clicks on an ad in Google and they go to the opt-in page, it's very easy for Google to track that. They don't really have that many problems with that. And the same goes with the application and the booking page. It's very easy to just track that because it follows in a line right here, and the user takes these actions in very quick succession. Now, the issue is right here, after they schedule the call, they then get an email and then click the link there. So Google has no idea after this interaction has stopped and they've done the scheduling of the call. They have no idea if the call happened. They don't know the quality of the call. They have no idea if the person purchased. So they really have no idea what happens after this imaginary line that I'm drawing right here. So let's go further. The even bigger problem is our first meeting discussing the results with the campaigns. We walk in and we've got nothing to show for it. We got $3,000 in ad spend plus our management fee, and we've got 16 booked calls. Not a good look. I mean, I'm sure you guys have probably been in similar situations. Not a fun call to have, kind of explaining why the results weren't so good, and they say, wait, you guys had 7 sales. Wait, okay, what? Like, we had no idea we had any sales at all. We got 16 booked calls, but 7 sales is great when you consider that the cost of MDK is $12,000. So absolutely crazy results, but we thought that we were really kind of in the gutter here, in the red for sure. So the reason is, of course, again, is that we just had no idea and weren't able to track past this process without kind of just tracking on the back end with them. So yeah, it would have been possible for them to just say every single sale that came to us, but then we have no idea which campaigns the sales can be attributed to. So it really doesn't help us out that much if we get the results from them on the back end. We need to know which campaigns are specifically generating these sales. So enter HYROS. We got HYROS here about on the 15th, and it tracked 1 sale right here. As you can tell, you can see that there was nothing coming in, obviously, on the Google side. So we actually got more than 1 sale here, but we had to get those from the back end still. We were still kind of working out the kinks here and making sure that things were working. And going into next month, only 1 sale here. Again, it's $12K. We're kind of figuring out the creative, what's working, what's not working. Let's maybe go to another iteration. Now, month 3, things start to get fun here. So 5 sales, right? I want to touch on this as well. The revenue here is 11, and the sales are 5. Nick, you just told me that it's worth $12,000. Obviously, they just come in, 2 pays, 3 pays, 5 pays, different payment structures there. So what you can do is we basically set the settings to ignore the recurring sales and only give us the new sales in here so that we only really actually get the new sales that are coming through. And that's why you're seeing such a low revenue amount here, because it's the first initial sale, first initial payment that these people are making, and it's not including any of the other payments in there. Just wanted to point that out. So 13 sales in March. I mean, you can see the ad spend here doesn't really even change that much, and you can see there's just still nothing being tracked with Google. Go to April, 14 sales. I mean, come on, $9,000 in ad spend. You can see here some of the people did do full pays, obviously, but the majority of them were just payment programs. Here, same story, guys. $10,000 in ad spend, 16 sales, 0 tracked on Google. June, 17 sales, $13K in ad spend. Amazing, right? So here are the results after Month 1, no idea how many sales are coming in. Month 2 to 7, 67 sales. Total revenue just under, $1 million. 200K is a little bit of a leap, but for all intents and purposes, let's just we won't round up. We'll call it 804,000 to be exact. So I want to go over what we actually did and how we used HYROS to help us get that. So it gives us the true booked call cost and proper sales attribution, leading back to the specific ad set, and the specific campaign. So we could have gotten a majority of the sales data from their team on the back end, but then we would have had no idea which campaigns they were coming from, and we absolutely would have turned off profitable campaigns without knowing this data. So the other thing is it increases the call quality. Can't say that. Call quality. Geez. What is the point of getting a $10 call if they're not going to convert? It's a question I give you guys. It's a vanity metric, right? The only thing we actually care about is the sales. That's what we want to know. So without HYROS, we would have optimized the campaigns that had the lowest cost per call. But with HYROS, we're able to optimize towards the best quality per call and the best campaigns that are actually getting us sales and not just cheap calls that are tire kickers. So look, let's just keep it stupid simple, guys. If the CPA for a booked call is good, but it has no sales, we turn the campaign off. If the CPA for booked calls was expensive or cheap, we didn't really care. We just looked at if it was bringing in sales, then we would keep the campaigns going, feed it more, and scale it up and turn the other ones off. So that's exactly how we used HYROS to really get to that level. So what's next with HYROS after we've been using it is Bedros is going to have to increase his sales team and increase the number of MDK in-person classes to keep up with what we've brought in via paid media. So it's been a win-win. We've been able to scale the ad spend up a little bit, as you've seen, but we really haven't been able to really rip right now because we've been getting them too many sales off of the low number of ad spend right here. So that's what's on the chopping block next for us, is just making sure that we can increase the ad spend and they have the fulfillment on the back end. So that was a quick overview of what we did with Bedros over the last 7 months, how we used HYROS to help achieve those results, and we'll see you guys on the next one.